Hey everybody, welcome back. Dr. Brett Scher, I'm the medical director at dietdoctor.com. Now, I know a lot of you have heard about intermittent fasting and probably been interested in intermittent fasting. Is it a real thing? Do you get real benefits from it? Are there any concerns? Well, I got to tell you, it's been a great year for intermittent fasting. First, it was the hottest trend on Google for weight loss searches. And there was a survey of female physicians that we wrote about before that showed 75% used intermittent fasting as their weight loss intervention of choice. Then there was a time-restricted eating article that came out recently that we also wrote about at dietdoctor.com. Now, the New England Journal of Medicine, possibly the most prestigious medical journal, just released a review article about intermittent fasting and the benefits that it has. So it's true, intermittent fasting has reached the big time because when you're starting to get scientific evidence to match the clinical experience and the anecdotal reports, and you're getting the recognition that the New England Journal brings, it's clear that now intermittent fasting should be a part of most weight loss and health interventions. But there's a caveat. The question then becomes, well, what type of intermittent fasting? And that's the biggest problem I have with the way the research of intermittent fasting is portrayed. Because is intermittent fasting a 14-10 time-restricted eating like it was in the research study by Dr. Taub and Dr. Panda? Or is it a 18-6, which a lot of people do? Or is it a 23-1 OMAD, one meal a day? Or is it the alternate day fasting? Or is it a 5-2? I mean, there are so many different varieties. And this is where the science is going to have a bit of a hard time catching up to let us know exactly what the best mechanism is. And there's probably not going to be one best mechanism. But for now, I think we can be pretty confident that the concept of time-restricted eating, of allowing time between nutrient intake of at least 14 hours and probably up to 23 hours, is beneficial for weight loss, specifically visceral adiposity. It's beneficial for insulin sensitivity, and could even tap into autophagy. Longevity and all those other more nebulous, hard to measure concepts are going to be very difficult to prove. But for now, pretty certain that it's going to be beneficial and the science is catching up. One other interesting caveat about that review article is that they did mention that a lot of people have a hard time doing it. They feel hungry and weak. Yeah, but I think the clinical experience also shows that if you're already low carb first and then institute intermittent fasting, it's far easier because your body's already used to periods without carbohydrates. You're keto adapted and fat adapted, so it helps you get through the fasting period easier, and your meals tend to be fairly satiating with all the protein and fats. So anyway, it's been a good year for intermittent fasting, capped off with the study in the review article in the New England Journal of Medicine. You can read more about what I had to say about it at dietdoctor.com. And of course, click subscribe below so you'll get all our updates and all our other videos on our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.